When you think of Paris, what's the image that comes to your mind? I'm sure it would have been the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower stands at 1,063 feet. That, to put it in context, is equal to 81-story building, the height of an 81-story building. And that is extremely special when you keep in mind that the Eiffel Tower was built in the late 1870s. And at that time, the average height of buildings in Paris was about a 2-story building. So how could one conceptualize and build this tower, which was equal to an 81-story building, and for many years was the tallest building in the world, until today attracts the largest number of tourists? Well, it was the power of imagination. This structure was imagined by Gustave Eiffel and his team. These were the people who not only imagined but put this enormous structure together. The Eiffel Tower is just one incredible example of the power of imagination. So as we look around and as we look at skyscrapers, which are much taller than the Eiffel Tower today, when we look at magnificent businesses, which are so innovative, when we look at amazing software, which make our life so easy, when you look at satellites in space, and the list is endless, all these have their origin in the power of human imagination. Imagination can best be described as the ability to see mental pictures and to create new ideas. Imagination is the fuel for transformation. But then the enemies for imagination is acceptance of status quo, depending upon thinking of the past, and constantly being so engaged with the urgent that you don't have time for the important. So whether it's got to do with visualization, whether it's got to do with creation, whether it's got to do with innovation, all of this has its root in imagination. There is power in imagination, and this power of imagination can be leveraged by you. I'm going to share with you a few practical steps in terms of how can you leverage the power of imagination. 1, schedule time in your calendar to imagine. Yes, you heard me right. Unless you plan for time, you're not going to exercise the option. 2nd, don't be unrestricted. Don't be restricted in your thinking. Be unrestricted in your thinking. Remember, imagination is all to do with paradigm shifting. And you cannot shift a paradigm if you're restricted in your thinking. Number 3, back your ideas, back your imagination with action. Build a prototype, experiment, take few steps, right, to see and propel your imagination into action. Remember this, imagination that's not backed by action is only pure play fantasy. When it comes to imagination, right, involve the right people with your idea. Not everybody is going to agree. Not everybody is going to be excited. That's fine. But involve the people who are on the same page with you. And finally, don't be put off with criticism, because people will criticize because they are not able to visualize what you see. So, as I conclude, as you look at history, as you look at human civilization, and you look at people who made a difference, you'll find one common thread. And that common thread, where these people who made a difference were people who leveraged the power of imagination. There is power in imagination, and I would encourage you to leverage it and make a difference. Thank you for watching Leadership Vocabulary. I would encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll find content on leadership and on faith. And if you like this video, please do share it.